Change feed notifications are a powerful feature in Azure Storage that allow developers to track changes to data in real time. This capability is crucial for applications that need to respond to data modifications promptly, such as analytics, auditing, and synchronization services. By leveraging change feed, developers can build more responsive and dynamic applications that can react to data changes as they happen. In this presentation, we will explore the various aspects of implementing change feed notifications in Azure Storage, including its benefits, architecture, and practical implementation steps. Change feed is a continuous and append-only log of changes that occur to the data in an Azure Storage account. It captures create, update, and delete operations, providing a chronological record of modifications. This feature is particularly useful for scenarios where tracking the history of changes is essential. For instance, in a data warehousing solution, change feed can be used to keep the data warehouse in sync with the operational database by processing the changes incrementally. Implementing change feed notifications offers several benefits. Firstly, it provides real-time insights into data changes, enabling applications to react promptly. Secondly, it ensures data consistency and integrity by maintaining a chronological record of changes. Thirdly, it simplifies the process of data synchronization across different systems. Lastly, it enhances auditing and compliance by providing a detailed log of data modifications. These benefits make change feed an invaluable tool for modern data-driven applications. The architecture of change feed in Azure Storage is designed to be highly scalable and reliable. It consists of a change feed log that is stored in a blob container within the storage account. Each change is recorded as an event in the log, and these events are organized into segments. The change feed is immutable, meaning once an event is written, it cannot be modified or deleted. This ensures the integrity and reliability of the change feed. Applications can read from the change feed to process the events and take appropriate actions. To enable change feed in an Azure Storage account, you need to configure the account settings. This involves navigating to the Azure portal, selecting the storage account, and enabling the change feed feature. Once enabled, the change feed will start capturing changes to the data in the storage account. It is important to note that change feed is available for both Azure Blob Storage and Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. Proper configuration ensures that the change feed operates efficiently and captures all relevant changes. Reading from the change feed involves accessing the change feed log and processing the events. This can be done using the Azure Storage SDKs or REST APIs. The change feed log is organized into segments, and each segment contains a series of events. Applications can read these segments sequentially to process the changes. It is important to implement error handling and retry mechanisms to ensure reliable processing of the change feed. Additionally, applications should maintain a checkpoint to track the last processed event and avoid reprocessing events. Processing change feed events involves taking appropriate actions based on the changes recorded in the feed. For example, if a new blob is created, the application might need to index the blob's metadata in a search service. If a blob is updated, the application might need to update the corresponding record in a database. The processing logic can vary depending on the application's requirements. It is important to design the processing logic to be idempotent, meaning that processing the same event multiple times should not have adverse effects. Change feed notifications can be used in a variety of scenarios. In data warehousing, change feed can be used to keep the data warehouse in sync with the operational database. In analytics, change feed can be used to trigger real-time data processing pipelines. In auditing, change feed provides a detailed log of data modifications, which can be used for compliance and security purposes. In synchronization services, change feed can be used to keep data consistent across different systems. These use cases demonstrate the versatility and utility of change feed notifications. When implementing change feed notifications, it is important to follow best practices to ensure optimal performance and reliability. Firstly, ensure that the storage account is properly configured to capture all relevant changes. Secondly, implement robust error handling and retry mechanisms to handle transient failures. Thirdly, maintain a checkpoint to track the last processed event and avoid reprocessing events. Lastly, Design the processing logic to be idempotent to handle duplicate events gracefully. Following these best practices will help you build reliable and efficient applications using change feed notifications. Security is a critical aspect of implementing change feed notifications. Ensure that access to the change feed log is restricted to authorized users and applications. Use Azure Active Directory (AAD) for authentication and role-based access control (RBAC) to manage permissions. Additionally, encrypt data at rest and in transit to protect sensitive information. Regularly audit access logs to detect any unauthorized access attempts. By implementing these security measures, you can safeguard your change feed data and ensure compliance with security standards. Monitoring and troubleshooting are essential for maintaining the reliability of change feed notifications. Use Azure Monitor to track the performance and health of your storage account. Set up alerts to notify you of any issues, such as failed read operations or high latency. Use diagnostic logs to investigate and resolve issues promptly. Additionally, implement logging in your application to capture details of change feed processing. Regular monitoring and proactive troubleshooting will help you maintain a robust and reliable change feed implementation. Azure Storage offers advanced features that can enhance the functionality of change feed notifications. For example, you can use Event Grid to route change feed events to various endpoints, such as Azure Functions or Logic Apps, for further processing. You can also integrate change feed with Azure Data Factory to build complex data workflows. Additionally, you can use Azure Stream Analytics to perform real-time analytics on change feed data. These advanced features provide additional flexibility and capabilities for building sophisticated data-driven applications. Implementing change feed notifications in Azure Storage is a powerful way to track and respond to data changes in real time. By understanding the architecture, benefits, and best practices, you can build robust and efficient applications that leverage change feed to its full potential. Whether you are building data warehousing solutions, real-time analytics pipelines, or synchronization services, change feed notifications provide the tools you need to keep your data consistent and up-to-date. With proper implementation and monitoring, you can ensure the reliability and security of your change feed data.